History is a story we think we know. Pharaohs, pyramids, and the limits of ancient technology. But what if that story is missing a chapter? Imagine a chamber sealed for 4 millennia, not with gold, but with a question that could rewrite everything. This is the story of a discovery that challenges the very foundation of our past. A whisper from a forgotten age that has become a roar in archaeology. The past is not finished, it's alive, still full of shocking surprises, waiting to change everything. Every expedition begins with a rumor, a legend, or a map. Sometimes it's a whispered story passed down through generations, a faded parchment found in a forgotten archive, or a cryptic symbol etched into stone. These fragments of the past ignite the imagination and set explorers on a path toward the unknown. Ours began with all three, a convergence of myth, mystery, and tangible evidence that pointed us toward a place lost to time. Whispers spoke of a silent zone near Saqqara, where radar failed and a dig in the 1970s was abruptly shut down. The area was marked by an eerie stillness, as if the desert itself was guarding a secret it refused to surrender. Locals told tales of a deep shaft, a strange heaviness in the air, and a sense of trespassing on something forbidden. Some claimed to have seen lights flickering at night, or heard distant, unexplainable sounds echoing from beneath the sand. With persistence and a few key connections, our team gained secret access under the guise of a geological survey. Officially, we were there to study the shifting sands and underground formations, but our true purpose was far more ambitious. We searched for the lost shaft, sealed first by the ancients, then by modern authorities. Each layer of stone and sand we removed felt like peeling back the pages of history, revealing secrets deliberately hidden away. The desert hides its secrets well, but after weeks of scanning and cross-referencing, we found it, a simple vertical shaft, filled with sand and debris. It was easy to overlook, blending seamlessly into the endless expanse, but we knew we had found something extraordinary. It looked unremarkable, but our scanners revealed a straight passage leading to a single, square anomaly. The readings were clear. Something man-made, untouched for millennia, lay just beyond our reach. Not a grand entrance, but a hidden doorway. Its surface was rough, weathered by centuries, yet unmistakably crafted by human hands. The mystery was calling to us. We stood in silence, feeling the weight of history pressing in from all sides, knowing that what we were about to do could change everything. We were about to open a door that had been closed for 4,000 years. The anticipation was electric, every heartbeat echoing the passage of time. What lay behind it would challenge everything we thought we knew. The air was thick with dust and expectation, as if the chamber itself was holding its breath. A room with no other exit, a silent witness to secrets lost and found, waiting for us to uncover its story. Saqqara is a city of the dead, a sprawling necropolis where the sands have hidden secrets for millennia. Here, the ancient Egyptians built their tombs and pyramids, believing the desert would guard their mysteries forever. But our shaft was on the very edge of this sacred ground, an area dismissed as nothing but empty desert for generations, overlooked by countless expeditions. We worked in secrecy, mostly at night, our activities hidden from prying eyes. The darkness was both our shield and our companion, as we dug deeper into the unknown. With encrypted data and minimal outside contact, we kept our findings closely guarded. Every message was coded, every conversation hushed, as if the desert itself was listening. The tension was palpable. Even the ministry observers, usually composed, seemed uneasy. Whispers of ancient curses and forbidden secrets hung in the air. As we cleared the shaft, its uniqueness became clear. Unnervingly smooth walls, no chisel marks, no hieroglyphs, just silence and the cold touch of stone. It was as if the shaft had been formed by something other than human hands. It felt less like a tomb, more like a vault. The air was heavy, as if the chamber itself was holding its breath, waiting for us to leave. At the bottom, we found a doorway blocked by a solid slab of black basalt. No seam, no handle, no lock. It was a perfect barrier, designed to withstand time and curiosity alike. The seal was a thin metallic resin fused into the microscopic gap, meant to last forever. It was unlike anything we had seen, a technology out of place and time. This was not to keep robbers out, but to keep something in. The intent was unmistakable, a warning, or perhaps a desperate measure. The silence was its message, a deliberate, chilling statement. It pressed in on us, making every breath feel like an intrusion. We were not meant to find this place. But against all odds, we had. The weight of history and secrecy pressed down on us as we prepared for what came next. The next step was to open the impossible door, to break a seal that had held for thousands of years. Every tool, every movement felt momentous, and face what waited inside, knowing that some secrets are kept for a reason. Opening the door required absolute precision. Engineers, clad in protective gear, used advanced sonic drills to carefully break the ancient metallic seal. Every vibration was monitored, every movement calculated, as centuries of history hung in the balance. The tension in the air was palpable. One wrong move could have destroyed whatever lay beyond. Hours passed in tense, almost reverent silence as we worked side by side. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, 6 of us managed to pull the massive basalt plug away from the entrance, our hands trembling with anticipation and exhaustion. Instead of the expected rush of stale, ancient air, a low, soft hum echoed out from the darkness, a sound so deep it seemed to vibrate in our very bones, resonating through the chamber and into our chests. We exchanged uneasy glances, realizing this was no ordinary tomb. The air inside was cool, almost electric, charged with an energy that felt both unnatural and, strangely, invigorating. It was as if we had crossed an invisible threshold into a place untouched by time. We sent in a remote camera, its lights piercing the darkness. What it revealed was astonishing. A perfect cube, 10 feet on each side, its walls made of polished black stone that reflected our lights like a mirror. There were no markings, no inscriptions, just flawless, obsidian-like surfaces. In the very center of the chamber, elevated on a pedestal, stood a single object, complex, geometric, and utterly alien to any known ancient culture. Its design defied explanation, as if it had been crafted by hands with knowledge far beyond our own. The hum was emanating from this object. It wasn't just a relic, it was active, alive in some inexplicable way, its presence filling the chamber with a sense of awe and unease. After 4,000 years sealed away, it was still running, its mechanisms undisturbed by the passage of millennia, as if time itself had no effect on it. Stepping inside felt like entering another world, a place where the rules of reality seemed to bend and shift. Every step echoed with the weight of discovery. The object stood about 3 feet tall, a mesmerizing lattice of interlocking rings and spheres, its surface dark and glassy like obsidian, yet strangely warm to the touch. The craftsmanship was impossibly intricate, beyond anything we had ever seen. The rings rotated silently, moving in perfect harmony, with no visible power source or mechanism. It just worked, defying all logic and explanation. We were staring at technology that, by all our understanding, simply should not exist. In that moment, we realized history was about to be rewritten. The ancient Egyptians were master builders, but this device broke every rule. The material was a silicon-based glass, molecularly structured, harder than diamond, immune to erosion. The rings were seamless, forged as single pieces, impossibly looped together. The precision was microscopic. Modern manufacturing would struggle to replicate it. It wasn't made with hammer and chisel. The device was active, rings rotated frictionlessly. The central sphere emitted low thermal energy and a faint, patterned electromagnetic field. It was a machine, still drawing power from an unknown source after 40 centuries. We considered every explanation, natural formation, impossible, hoax. The chamber was sealed for millennia. The only conclusion: whoever built this had scientific knowledge far beyond our own. They understood materials science, energy fields, perhaps even space-time, in ways we're only beginning to imagine. The object was genuine. It defied everything we thought we knew about the ancient world, and it demanded new questions. The mood shifted from excitement to a heavy sense of responsibility. How do you report a discovery that defies all known history? The team grew quiet, the hum from the chamber haunting us. The order came from the highest levels: keep it secret. Fear of public panic, disruption, and the potential for weaponization drove the decision. Our data and samples were confiscated, classified under national security. We signed non-disclosure agreements. A clandestine project would continue the research, without us. The frustration was profound. Under military supervision, the chamber was filled with concrete. The shaft collapsed, the site buried. The official story: geological instability, site closed for safety. We watched as the secret was erased from history, and there was nothing we could do. The story didn't die, it became rumor, modern folklore among archaeologists. Whispers led others to search for similar anomalies. Some now believe the chamber wasn't unique. Ancient texts speak of hidden objects, sealed in stone, protected by fire. Theories abound: ancient astronauts, lost civilizations, forgotten golden ages. But what if this technology was human? What if the Egyptians inherited knowledge from a lost world, wiped out by cataclysm? The chamber wasn't a tomb, it was a time capsule. A message from a drowned world. Even as a secret, the discovery changes our understanding of history. It forces us to question myths, legends, and the true nature of human progress. History may not be a straight line, but a cycle of rise and fall. We may not be at the pinnacle, just climbing back up a mountain our ancestors already summited, the past echoes, waiting to be heard. The lesson is humility. We think we know the past, but the Saqqara chamber proves otherwise. It reminds us never to assume we have all the answers. This discovery doesn't solve mysteries, it creates bigger questions. Who built the device? What was its purpose? Why was it hidden? The greatest discoveries are not things, but the understanding they bring. That understanding is still buried under the sand. Every ruin, every forgotten text could hold the next revelation. The story of humanity isn't finished, blank pages remain. The past whispers to us, challenging our perception of reality. Sometimes the truth is a strange, humming object in the dark, asking, "Do you really think you're the first?" The answer, it seems, is no.